Good morning, my social media family. Today I'm going to talk about God and His attributes and His purpose for us. I have a little sniffle, so just be patient with me. As a child of God, we have to understand that our Heavenly Father is good and His thoughts towards us is good, and He comes in our life to bring us to a positive, expected end. The chief motivation in our life is to make us the best person we can possibly be. Everything he does and how he deals with us is to work with us in our Christian life to develop us to the greatest potential as possible. On the other hand, the devil, he cometh in our life to kill, steal, and destroy. Satan is totally evil. And to better understand who God is, we have to first understand his attributes and the characteristics of God. And I'm going to reveal some of them. God is a spirit, God is holy, he's eternal, infinite, which means without limits, except when he has limited himself by his word. He's omnipresent, he's everywhere, he's omniscient, all knowing, he knows everything. He's impotent. He's omnipotent, which means he's all powerful, almighty. He's the truth. He never lies. He's just. He's 100% fair in all of his ways and actions and how he do things. And when you hear people say favor is not fair and they involve God, that's a lie. God is always fair. 100% fair. No matter how you view something, you don't know everything a person has done or their potential. He do. And when he chooses in a just way. He's always fair. He's not going to look at somebody and say, well, I don't want this person to be elevated or have these things. He knows what is best, and he's going to be fair about it, even if he allows us to fail. We know we have done things and prayed for things and got in position, and when we got in there, we was just a hot mess, and we didn't make good out of it. But he knew what was going to happen, and a lot of times he take us through that so he'll show you why he chose somebody else. We may not even have the temperament for some things. The next thing, he is righteous. He's totally good. He's life. He isn't just alive, he's life. Whenever we get to the point that we ill and all we can do, he lay his spirit upon us, it can bring forth life in us. Okay? He's unchangeable. He's sovereign, absolute and supreme ruler. I tell everybody that God, I'm sorry about that. I'm moving around. God is sovereign. He's the supreme ruler, authoritative. He is love, because his ways is to keep us in the spirit of love, which is his spirit. You know, that's how he set everything out. He's one of the most loving personalities of the universe, but being loving don't mean that you don't have boundaries. We know when we just overboard and, oh, no matter what they say, I'm going to love them. Sometimes our expression of love is to say, you know what? The way you said that was totally out of order. You really need to work on that because you're being offensive and I have feelings, and I shouldn't be being offended by you unless I'm out of order, and you can rebuke me blatantly, but I'm not going to always just turn around and smile at everything you do, and you ain't going to always smile at everything I do. We going to have to learn how to talk to each other and be communicate and have the right tone, you know, and that's okay, because that's part of loving ourselves, is not to let somebody take advantage of us and treat us like we're garbage. And that's okay. Then God is faithful. We can depend on God. He's trustworthy. We don't have to worry about him being a snake and being low down to us, because That's not who he is. That's not a part of his character. Now, he's a man of war. You know, when it comes to his children, he may chasten us. He give us a whooping enough just to make us change and understand and be motivated not to do it again. But he is merciful. Because if you think about God and all his power, if God wanted to whoop us for real, if he gave us all his strength, we wouldn't be able to bear it. So he tries not to give us more than we can bear. He only gives us enough so it can motivate us to change and, get our act together. And he's provident. He watches over everything. He cares for us. You know, he cares for everybody, even those who haven't received him. He makes sure they eat. He makes sure everybody eat. You know, he still cares for us, and he still make a way out of no way for us. It's just some people don't appreciate it. Some people, they full of pride, full of demons, devils. Some people have did so much they reaping hard, but he knows some people have to reap hard. That's the only way they're gonna respect him or treat you right. He has to step in. He's also, and I always tell people, he's not just